Hello everyone, I'm Cecilia Ercolino, President of Italian Products, and I am here for everyonesitalian.com. Fantastic site. And now you can also get some input on recipes. I'm here to show you how you don't have to be a great chef with a fabulous education in order to cook something really nice. My own education is pretty much from being with my Italian family, starting from when I was a kid, looking at my grandmother cooking, my father cooking, and then getting a complete passion for it myself. Food is more about enjoying it together than it is just to make it as sophisticated as you possibly can. Now, today we're going to continue a whole dinner meal with hors d'oeuvres, first course, and now main course for those of you who would like to do a meat dish. But the focus now isn't actually on the meat itself. I'm going to make for you a marinated eggplant salad, which is a perfect contorno, as we say in Italy, which means a side dish for any kind of meat or actually even fish. Today we're going to work with a steak that we will do very simply, just grilled, or here actually in a pan that I have. You don't need to focus so much on that as long as you have a nice piece of meat. It should be tender and it should be a fabulous flavor just by itself, with a little bit of salt and maybe some pepper on it. However, I'll show you now the eggplant salad that I was talking about. What you need is very nice eggplant. An eggplant should be echoing almost when you knock on it, and it should be firm all over. No bumps and nothing else. Start by cleaning it off very well because you will be grilling with also the skin. Normally when you work with an eggplant, you have to put it, if you cut it into pieces and are supposed to incorporate it into a sauce, you usually put it under salt so that the bitterness of the eggplant goes out. You keep it there for about 2 hours under pressure. We don't need to do that. We're instead going to do grilled eggplant. So what we're going to start with is heating up a pan. I would personally prefer usually either a non-stick pan where you don't need to use neither olive oil nor anything else, or if you have a grill or a barbecue outside, it's even better. You grill it to perfection. So you start by slicing the eggplant. Depending on which type of slices you want, long or short, you do it your way. I would do it in slices approximately this thick, about 1/4 of an inch, and you should be good to go. You don't need anything on the eggplant at all. Right now we don't have a non-stick pan and we don't have a grill, so instead I'm going to use a little bit of fabulous olive oil. Right now we have the luxury of an estate olive oil called Moraccio. Find it on everyonesitalian.com. Make sure that the pan is quite hot. It's important because you don't want the eggplant to be cooked. You want it to be more of a grilled. So put your pieces in and make sure that it sizzles. Now we've already pre-prepared a little bit of grilled eggplant here because it takes a little while. And while I'm now going to let these sizzle, I will show you the marinade, and this is the most fabulous flavor. Now, the marinade is based on, and this you have to choose a very good balsamic vinegar. It has to have the sweetness. Now, if you can't afford a little bit of a higher level, like this one, it's called the Compagnia del Montale number 12, also find it on everyonesitalian.com. You can actually do a balsamic reduction yourself by reducing it, adding a little bit of maybe brown sugar. For me, wouldn't exist. I like the real thing, and I like to have it, spend my money on something that's really worth it. Start with some of the balsamic into the bowl. We'll then put in olive oil, quite a bit of it actually, and let this simmer together. Now this is a dish that you should actually do even the night before you're going to use it, because you really need to let the marinade sit and draw in all the flavors. After you have your fantastic olive oil and balsamic vinegar, you're going to need, well, we already have prepared garlic slices, or if you really want stronger garlic flavor, you can use a garlic press. Let this mix in. After that, fresh parsley and lots of it. I already have chopped parsley, which works fabulously from the fresh, and use it richly. This is good both for the flavor, but also for what we want the dish to look like. Marinade should be pretty, although it's just a marinade. This though is not just a marinade. It's almost ready as far as the ingredients go, but we need a little sting to the dish. This is peperoncino, a very, very hot Italian pepper. The entire peppers are small red peppers, and it's actually the seeds inside that are the hot parts of it. So if you use it, be sure that if you open it, not all the seeds fall in, or you will have a big need for either a lot of wine or water. Now, here we have the marinade as far as what we need in it. But as I said, it's best if you let this stay for quite a little while in order for all the flavors to be drawn out. I'm actually going to add a little bit extra olive oil, and if you prefer to have it slightly lighter and not so much olive oil, you can even put either a tiny bit of broth or some water in here. Now, we're going to mix this with our eggplant that we prepared beforehand.